Yeah, that's right, CEO Gavin. Wooks, how you doing, Silkus? Thank you, Silkus. I'm glad. Good timing, good timing. How are y'all doing? Wooks, good morning. Hey, what's up, Ermin? Ripierno? I didn't enter QNT. What's up, Hard ACR? No, I'm not shorting. I'm not shorting yet. We just kind of had a breakout retest of this trend line. You know, give me a wick at least double top over here at 18.1. That would be my... assuming we can get over this resistance here. Oh, I'll be right back. I know, Rip. Remember, I almost turned into a gold guru last week. Do you remember? Yeah, trade markets are going for it. You see the S&P? Almost there, baby. Almost to resistance. S&P, baby. Oh, shit. Sneak peek of the course. Oh, shit. Sneak peek of the course. That's right. I've been working on this course for a fucking while, dude. Feels like forever. I've been very distracted. Obviously, last week's events did not help, but I've been working this course forever. This is only 1 week of the course. There's 10 weeks. That's only 1 week. I've been trying to do it like off recording, and I realized that like I'm just more natural live, and I think it's better if I do it live. And I realized like, shit, dude, this is free information. Anybody can come out there and get this free information. I don't really care. I don't want to make money off of this course, to be honest. I just want people to improve as a trader, you know, improve on themselves. That's all I've been out to ever do, is teach people. I want people to become better. I want people to avoid worse. That's another thing, right? Like if I'm teaching you what's good, you're going to know what's bad. And I think that's really important. Be able to filter out the good and the bad in our space. Well, just talking from a TA perspective, right? From a price action perspective, technical analysis perspective. If you know what good is, you're going to know what bad is. Okay. So I'm not perfect. My system's not perfect. The first week is talking about price action alone. All right. We're going to start it today. It's going to be today. It's going to take us all fucking week, man. It's going to take us all week to go through this shit, but it don't matter, fam. We're going to be here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be dope. Yeah, CEO Gavin, I agree, man. I'm just more natural. I would prefer to interact with chat. If you guys have questions, right? Like it's like a normal class. Like, hey, you know, Mr. Savage, Professor Savage. Okay, you know, what did you mean by this, this, and this? You know, it's just more realistic. I have made 2 VODs, and I just haven't been happy watching them. And I've tried to clip them, and I've tried to do all video editing, and then I'm not happy with the video editing. And it's just like, it's just been a shit show, dude. Like I've had this PowerPoint for a while now, and I've been trying to go through it and use charts with the PowerPoint and examples and all that stuff. But I'm just more natural live. That's just the facts. Also better in the morning. I've tried to do this on the weekend, midday, sometimes in the evenings after being a dad all day. And I think this is just the best way to do it. So here we are. All right. Here we are, fam. Price action analysis. All right. Price action analysis. If you don't know the course, ignore the dates. We are off by a few weeks. The reason we're probably off by a few weeks is a little bit me, and obviously the FTX shit. Last week was very profitable as a volatile trader. But here it is, fam, as you can imagine. All right, here it is. We have basic price action. Basic price action this week. We're going to talk about time frames next week. One of the most often one of the most common questions that I get is, why do you use this time frame? Why do you use this time frame? Of course, if you use this time frame, it fits your bias. Of course, if you use this time frame, like, shut the fuck up, dude. If you realize that there's 2 days in a 2-day, like a 2-day candle can show you a lot more than a 1-day candle, and a 3-day candle can show you a lot more than a 2-day candle, and a 5-day candle can show you a lot more than a 3-day candle from a macro perspective. If you understand why time is important, and you just kind of humble your outlook on the market, instead of just sit there and be stubborn on the 4-hour, the 1-day, and the weekly charts all the time, and the monthly, then you're gonna get better. You know, you have to be diverse. You have to be changing up, and changing up time frames is very important. I do it on every single day. I'm going from like literally like the fucking 4-month chart every single day all the way down to the 4-second chart. All right. So here we go. We're going to keep going, identifying trends and changes. All right. Then we're going to use EMAs and MAs, and how we can use EMAs and MAs to identify trend changes. Fibs, Fibonacci. We could spend a whole week on that, how they're important, each wave, how to set them up, all that good stuff. Might be boring for you. You don't have to join me on some of these. Hey, you know, Savage is going over fibs this week. Fuck him. I'm not going to go to his thing. Yo, thank you for that follow, ProTA77. We got candle shapes and patterns. This is ideally 1 week. Candle shapes and patterns could go into 2 weeks. I'm not going to lie. You could spend probably a week on candle shapes and then a week on patterns. Patterns will be discussed a little bit in price action. We'll go over a little bit of price action today. Basic price action. We're only going to do an hour today. We're going to try to take it an hour a day throughout the week. Hopefully get through price action this week in the next 4 to 5 days. But okay, after candle shapes and patterns, we're going to have volatility indicator. Obviously, biggest part of my system is volatility. Everyone wants to know how I can read it, how I do it, blah, blah, blah. Obviously takes time, takes practice. Let's spend some time on volatility indicator. We got options, one of my favorite. I love options, I love them. Advanced options, where you're going to see me live executing option trades, and then trading live execution, where it's just a whole week of me probably spending. I'm probably going to do the last week 10. I think I'm going to finish strong. I'm probably just going to go 24/7 live for 7 days. I'm going to do a streamathon trading for the week 10. Whenever we get there, like I said, these dates are off. We could basically just say this starts now, because we had the FTX week last week. Which just felt like an entire year. Last week felt like an entire year in the crypto market. It's just crazy. It's just been crazy. So here we are. Okay, we're gonna cut some of the music that way that the VOD doesn't get muted. Okay, the VOD does not get muted by copyright crap. All right, we're gonna pay attention to the price. Before we go into the price action part, we're going to talk about just kind of a daily update here. We talked about this yesterday, fam. Literally on the VOD, after my 10-minute rant on CZ and telling him to shut the fuck up and stop stirring up the oceans like Medusa. I talked about how we're down in this trend line. We had this fake out here. It was a great short opportunity. Could take it down there to that weekly support level. The weekly support is 16.2, fam. We also have this double bottom on the daily here, 2 days double bottom. We broke above this trend line. There's just no reason to jump in a short yet, fam. Just be patient. As you can see, exactly how I showed it on stream yesterday. How do we break out of this? We get some strong up, right? And then what we do is we come back down, looks like a fake out, and you go sideways above the trend line, and then you explode. That's what they're trying to do right now. Does it happen? You know, who knows? But like, this is some of the stuff we're gonna talk about today. This is just from a price action perspective, fam. All right, you can see that you draw one trend line. Okay, ignore this line, ignore the double bottom line, ignore this line. These are resistance that I put up there. You draw one trend line here. This trend line is not resistance, but it's how the market's playing out. And you're like, all right, confirmation right here. I could have bought at the bottom of these. It's holding this trend line very well, and you just got a long, and now you're in profit on a long. Hopefully, that's the setup we took overnight. I could see it at the close, how we're kind of making higher lows. Either way, this is just talking about today. We're going to talk about price action a lot today. Super important. And we're also going to talk about one of my family members. You know, one of the Savage fam members told me to chart Stellar for them in DMs. So I decided to chart Stellar, and actually Stellar looks one of the more bullish ones. It actually has very similar price action to Solana right now. I know Solana doesn't have all these fundamentally bullish factors right now, but like from a TA perspective, Solana's not a good buy, or not a bad buy right now. Sorry, excuse me, not a bad buy right now. 1 second. Oh man, I might need one of those guinea pig water tanks right here. You know, the hamster water tanks right here. Just, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off without having to go get more water, but I'm going to try. Yo, what's up, Crypto New? How you doing? We're doing a course today. We're starting class 1. This is like, we went over the syllabi, and now we're going to, you know, we're talking about Stellar and why I'm bullish Stellar. I think Stellar right now, 9 cents, could easily make a trek up towards 13 cents. Nice move up there. Has some volatility on this upside, looks really good on this weekly upside. We'll come back to Stellar probably at the end. Let's get down to the course. It starts with a boring PowerPoint, but we're going to go back to the we'll go back to the chart all the time, and we'll use examples and blah, 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 blah. And speaking of examples, we'll just zoom out here to a kind of a bigger time frame here. We're only going to use the chart today. That's right. It's going to be a very boring price action class day. Okay, price action, fam. All right, this is like what we're talking about is just looking at the general pattern look of this thing, right? We got it in log. Note what it doesn't look like log. We got it in log. You need to have it in log. We're going to talk about Bitcoin price action. We could see, okay, all right, we got a high. We got some highs and lows. If we're just talking about price action, we're just looking at the shapes and we're talking about the shape, okay? That's it. We're not using EMAs, MAs. We're not using indicators. We're not using Bollinger Bands, indicators like Bollinger Bands, like the cloud or any of that stuff. Here comes the boring what do you call it? The boring slideshow. Remember, like I said, we're gonna come in and out of this, all right? So free, don't care. Glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. If you don't get to learn something from this, or you don't get to watch the whole thing, don't worry. There will be a VOD. Okay. I'm gonna also get rid of this. My Spotify over here. I'm realizing my Spotify box might be getting in the way here, so I'll get rid of that real quick. So price action trading. This is just from a price action standpoint. This week we're just gonna talk about pattern shapes, how to trade them, cool shit like that. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think the PPI data is out, but it's like the markets went up. I think it's out. Pretty sure it's 9:20 a.m. All right, price action. Why do we use price action analysis? Okay, what should we do? Keep it simple. Most systems work best if they are kept simple rather than made complicated. Therefore, simplicity should be a key goal in design, and unnecessary complexity should be avoided. First lesson, keep it simple. All right, I think, okay, like I said, we're gonna come in and out of this all the time. All right, I think when you look, all right, at this, your first ever look at a chart, you actually are like, I could trade this. Like, right? You first look at a chart, don't know anything about candles, indicators, you maybe know a little bit about the wicks and whatever. You just know green and red, blue and red on mine, right? Green and red. And you're like, man, I could have bought the lows there and known it was going to go up. Like I would have bought the lows there. Like looking back, right? From looking back, I could trade this. I would just buy the lows here. This is buy low, sell high, right? Like that's technically, right? That's technically how it works. All right. So keep it simple, fam. Sometimes you have to step back out of the box after learning so much. You learn Bollinger Bands, EMAs, MAs, volatility, cloud, and you learn just so much. And you've been doing this for years, and you've just completely complexed yourself. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you an example, all right, of a chart long time ago. Now, I have a lot of indicators that I've used, but there's one chart that I've like put them on here, all indicators 4 hour. I don't know when this was made. It was made a long time ago, but I basically put like all important indicators I thought at one point on a chart. I thought this was the golden chart. I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right. Here it is. This is the chart. Now, ignoring all of just the drawings, fam. Just the drawings. Where are we in price right here? Okay. Just ignoring just like we're not even talking about the lines on my chart. All right. Just ignoring the lines. This is just a lot, right? I got 6 indicators up here. I got a bunch of fucking information down here. This is right. I'll never lose a dime. I'll never lose a dime. Fam, if you even throw in my horizontal, I can't lose. This is a God chart. I know what every line was. No, I'm being sarcastic, fam. I'm being sarcastic. The last time I looked at this was May. And I look at it, I come in here and I have to grab an indicator, I'll copy it, and I'll throw it on another chart. That's why I use it. So now it's just like a template chart of like, if I want to grab an indicator with some settings, this is where all my indicators are with the settings. That's what it's become. But I thought at one point I knew and now you look at these lines. I mean, it's crazy. I knew every God-given level and all this stuff. This chart was built in the bull market on the way up. And you just see how these lines play out. It's just nuts. We're going back all the way to now. My point is, I can easily with my ADHD get off track here. My point is, right, coming back here, we're going to keep it simple. The price, supremacy of price, right? Price movement is capable to reflect the movement of the market. The price is increasing, it reflects we're going up. The price is decreasing and it reflects we're going down. I think people need to understand that, like, the price, and it reflects the price. Literally, the price movement is reflects the movement of the market. It sounds really simple, but it's really important to understand. History repeats again. Some chart patterns tend to repeat themselves. We're gonna go over that. Okay, rising wedges, falling wedges, blah blah blah. Okay. There's various price action analysis techniques, fam. You could trade from support and resistance with confirmation, like horizontal resistance support, breakouts of support and resistance, trend line breakouts after confirmation. I just showed you an example at the beginning of this, how that literally just happened on, let's get rid of the complicated chart, all right? It literally just happened on the 1 hour. All right, we had the trend line here. Confirmation. Grabbed a long, literally in a long right now. Grabbed a long, and then I actually grabbed a long down here. But either way, grabbed a long, and then we're going up here. I'm not the best entry. I grabbed a 16.7 long this morning. Either way. Various techniques. Trend line breakouts after confirmation. I just showed you an example of that on the 1 hour. It could be on the 2 hour. It could be on the 4 hour. It could be on the daily. Price pattern breakouts. Double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulder patterns, saucers, flag and pennants, triangles, wedges, cups and handles, Adams and Eves, pullbacks after breakouts, right? Can I watch Woo? I'll go over. I might go over some stuff at the end. Right now we're doing a course. Savage is doing a course. I'm gonna have to do the course with some obviously updates from the current market right now. Not too concerned with the price. We're going to keep looking at it, obviously, with the thing. Candlestick patterns, another one of my favorites. Failure breakouts is another favorite of mine. Obviously, pullbacks after breakouts. Point and figure patterns. All right. Divergences. Stop and reverse. All right. We're going to go over all this stuff. We're going to go get over. I understand you may have questions right now. What point and figure patterns, candlestick pattern? We will be going over all this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this for the next 10 weeks. Savage is going to be very boring. He's just going to be teaching. This is how I learned, right? Like, I'm basically packed it into like 10 weeks of fucking shit, dude. And I'm doing it live just because I can't do it. I can't do the recordings. The recordings drive me crazy. I like interacting, you know, I want people to ask questions, blah, blah, blah. Next stuff. Failure breakouts. Love it. Failures breakout of important support and resistance. Failure of price patterns. Failure of important candlestick patterns. All right? Failure breakouts. How do you trade a failure breakout? Well, failure of price pattern breakouts. Price patterns are very popular in technical analysis because of the risk-reward ratio. But the accuracy of price patterns are not too high, especially patterns like double tops and double bottoms fail frequently. Did everyone just understand that? Double tops and double bottoms fail frequently. Only a few patterns like head and shoulders, wedges, channels, and saucers give good accuracy, but the failure of these price patterns gives very successful opportunities to the trade. Does everyone understand this? We're going to talk about failure of a breakout of a pattern first. We're not going to talk about the successful pattern breakout. We're going to talk about the failure of pattern breakout. Why? Because failures happen. 2, give great trading setups. And 3, if it doesn't fail, it goes the right way, and then you got another trading setup. It's like you got to know how to play both sides. And then I want to teach the left hand, your weak side first, which is how to trade a failure of a price pattern breakout. All right. Here's an example. We got gold here, baby. All right, we got gold's in a nice little head and shoulders. Got the stop loss right here, right? You break down, you take the short. All right, right? You see this? You take the short, head and shoulder breakdown, baby, right? You take the short right here, got your stop loss up here, last wick up, which makes a lot of sense, right? You want to just right above that neckline. All right. Oh, shit. Took that trade, came down here, right? Consolidated below the neckline. We saw this at 19.9, 20K earlier this summer. We actually did. Very similar to this. We consolidated below it. It was a failed breakout. We ended up pumping a little bit. You guys all remember that? Hey, Sav, give us the PDF. Silkus, I will not be giving out the PDF. Sorry. This PDF's on. This is it's going to be like a 5,000 slide PDF, bro. You know, like I can't give it out, bro. I put a lot of work into this. You know what I'm saying? But you can. The videos aren't going anywhere. You can always download a video, go watch it on YouTube, VOD now, live, whatever. You know, but I can't give out my shit. So, live show is perfect. Open bit fresh high. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go over here to S&P. Oh no, let's finish this. All right. So if you take the short here, we consolidate below. Look, fuck, we get stopped out. We get stopped out here. No worries. Our stop was our invalidation to flip long. Right? You flip long. Stop loss is the wick low. All right. Fuck yeah, dude. You just roll. Oops. You just roll with it, right? You're stopped. All right, you get stopped out. Short, get stopped out. You fucking flip long. Throw your stop under the consolidation wicks. Boom. You're shorting right now. Let me see what we're looking like here. You guys are scaring me and shit. Don't scare me like that. Don't be scaring me like that. All right, let's go back. Oh. All right, so y'all see that? So let's go back one more time. Head and shoulders. Take the short. Breaking down. Take the short. You got your stop loss. All right. Consolidate below. You get stopped out. You flip long. Wick below consolidation should stop. Right to the heavens. Failed breakout of a head and shoulders. How you can take advantage of it. All right. This is just price action alone. 4 hour has a sell signal. God damn it, Awooks. Nah, I'm just joking. It's not Awooks' problem. Let's see what you're talking about. It don't though. It don't. I'm not. Oh, maybe on S&P. On S&P. No. No. I think we're going to be, look, fam. Yo, Krishna, thank you for that sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sub on YouTube. Oh, shit, I got to look at my multi-stream. If you're talking to me on YouTube, I'm coming. I'm going to see you in 1 second. I'm already in a long. I just, you know, I'm just going to write it out. Because I did, like I said, we went over this. We talked about this. We went over this. I'm just going to write it. I'm in profit right now. I'll jump out if I need to. But we went over this. We kind of had a consolidated whatever. I would like to see us make at least try to make a double top here at 18K. Speaking of double tops. But anyways, back to the course, fam. I can't be jumping off track. All right, so failed breakout head and shoulders. How you can take advantage of it. Flip long at the stop out. Stop loss at the wick below. Obviously, move it into profit as you go. We'll talk about that. In my course, I don't have risk management. I realize that. Like, I don't have a fucking week on risk management. That's very sad. We'll get the risk management out there in the course. Let's keep this going. Okay? Lot to talk about, fam. Lot to talk about. All right. Failure of price pattern. A double bottom here. The 1, the 2, right? Make it over the neckline. Boom, stop. Gonna take that long, right? Got the double bottom. Get it over again, very similar to that stop, that head and shoulders, right? Consolidate, get stopped out, flip long, stops back at the wicks. It's just like that failure of head and shoulders, the failure of double bottom. Right? You see that? You see that? How that works? You're taking the long, just sit there for a while. You fucking BART that shit. All right, you get stopped out from the BART, right? So you take the long, you get stopped out from the BART. No worries, you take a short, stop loss, back above the BART. Easy short, make your money. Okay, risk reward, fam. All right, South. Appreciate you. Appreciate your opinion. All right, double bottom. Trading divergences through price action. All right, we're going to go over this a lot right now. Divergences form because of accumulation or distribution. So breakouts after divergences work more accurately than other conditions. Divergences also produces opportunities of top and bottom fishing. You don't know what top and bottom fishing is? It's trying to catch a top or a bottom. Price action is capable to identify regular, hidden, and slant divergences. No indicators required to identify divergences. Although I have an indicator that does show me divergences, I don't use those settings. Okay? For example, right, we're going to go over lots of divergences here, why it's important. All right? Just with RSI, if you can imagine just RSI alone, we can learn so much. Let's start on a big time frame. All right, so let's just start on the monthly. The monthly has a really good look to it, fam. Why? Because there's a giant bearish divergence caused by Sam FTX himself. All right, here we go. Look at this strength into the bull market. Here's the bull run up. So much strength, fam. Made a little bearish divergence from back here. It doesn't really matter, but so much strength, right? Just completely overbought on the monthly Bitcoin. And then we came back down. We had that beautiful summer consolidated and 69K went to there. This is nuts, fam. That is incredible spoofing right there. Incredible spoofing. And then you can just see how this bearish divergence was a sell signal right here. You can fish for that top, grab some shorts right there, add to your short position and bring it down lower. Okay, this is just from an RSI perspective, fam. From an RSI perspective. All right. You can break it down to the weekly. The weekly had really good bearish divergence as well. Look, confirmation. Here, we hit 42K, first time. From 42K to 64K, all distribution. That's what that is. That's a distribution move. And you can even see, if you understand the price action point of this, right? How that last one, right, kind of have like a double bottom. How you could have played that. Okay, you break down here and this kind of BART, stop loss right here, took the shorts, took some profit down here, etc. But this bearish divergence right here told you, okay, we're walking it sideways. We walked it up and sideways while walking it down on the relative strength indicator. All right. So and divergence is super important. You can also do this at the lower level, right? Let's look at bullish divergence. We've seen some bullish divergence actually now. And as you can see, we have clear bottom fishing. Talk about bottom fishing right now. Maybe the risk reward right here, fam, while holding the weekly 16.2 is actually in the long. All right. You want to talk about bottom fishing? Shit, dude, look at that. That's bullish divergence right there. All right, and we'll go over hidden bullish divergence and hidden bearish divergence. But regardless, right? It works. It works. This could break down though. This could be a total fucking fake out. I will tell you this. This is why it's important to use RSI and how you can use, just talking about price action, just the price action of RSI alone, right? We can see, oh, either either that news happened to crack right at RSI resistance, or like that was destiny. It was destiny that Bitcoin was going to drop, fam. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Hey, look at that. It's perfect. 1, 2, 3. This is the weekly RSI. It was destiny. It wasn't Sam and FTX to crash the market. It was fucking bearish, fam. So watch this. They could walk it sideways, either out, up. This is from a price action point, right? We're talking about bearish and bullish divergence. Well, we might as well just look at this from a point that we hit resistance, fam, and we went down. That's just what it is. Now, I'll tell you this. I think there's some risk reward here. Definitely for an upside to 18.7 or something. But it's important to pay attention to the bullish and bearish divergence on every time frame. You could have gone over here to, I think it was the daily, right? Like, hold on, let me trash my drawings here. Yeah, so this got really, really bearish divergence here, right? We basically walked it flat while walking it up. And then if you know general patterns, like a 3-drive sell pattern right here, that was a 3-drive sell pattern. If you know general patterns, you add that. That's what price action is talking about. Price action is just we're trying to just literally just look at, you don't need to use this RSI, these lines, to see the bearish divergence. Sorry, you need to use the RSI. You don't need to use the lines. You gotta just know what it looks like. Really important. Yes, you can. You definitely can. The thing is, you can't always, the link not work? Checking right now. No, it works. All right, so see how the prices look real quick. All right, hold on. All right, I gotta stay to my point. I don't really care what's gonna happen to the price, to be honest, right now. All right, so bullish and bearish divergence, super important. I know this goes into another one. So different types of divergences. Here's your divergence cheat sheet. All right. Exaggerated divergence. That's what we ended up seeing for no, sorry, we saw regular divergence there at the top of the 3-drive sell pattern that we saw earlier this summer. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this one right here. Right here, this was bearish divergence. This was regular bearish divergence, right? Price goes up, sideways, right? But if we go sideways and it goes down, it's exaggerated. If the price goes sideways and the RSI goes down, it's exaggerated. But there is no 100%, fam. So you could have bearish divergence and it pumps up. You could have bullish divergence and it goes down. So that's important to understand. No, there's no foolproof plan, folks. There's no foolproof pattern. There's no foolproof plan. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Once you learn kind of the rhythm, you learn the accuracy, the expectations, the results and stuff of like certain indicators or divergences and stuff. And you're like, oh, okay. Like this is a pretty probable setup right here. You know, that's how you're going to break it down. Everything comes down from experience. Now, when my system, right? My system, that's the core. Okay. I've talked about this before. Got like a little bit of like an analogy here. The core is my system. There's 2 layers in the outside. There's knowledge and there's experience. And as your sphere of trading grows, your system as itself, right? As it grows, right? Like experience helps it grows, your knowledge helps it grow. And then at the core of that, trading without indicators sounds like fun. You can trade without, I know a lot of people that trade without indicators. A lot of people that trade without it. Very successful. I'm a very old school PA guy. A lot of the stuff what I'm talking about is very old school PA. I mean, yes, we'll talk about EMAs and MAs and all that stuff. And really, I just kind of cycle through these things on a daily basis. I don't just use one thing. But it's important, fam, that you put the time in to get the knowledge and the time in to get the experience, because that's what makes a really good system. And people need to understand that you can learn all this all day for the next 10 weeks, 12 weeks, however long it's going to take us to get through this shit. But you can learn this stuff all day, but if you don't put the time in for the experience, you're not going to get good. It takes a lot of experience to get good at this stuff. This is not easy. Otherwise, you're just gambling. Okay? So understanding your divergences, when you see it, what it looks like. All right? It's very, very important, fam. Here's some examples of some bearish divergences and how you can play them. All right? We're not going to go over this too much. Just see right here. Divergences through an oscillator like stochastic or RSI, how you trade them. Right? You see, break above the trend line, put your stop loss there. So ideally, if my stop loss right now wasn't in profit, right? It's the same thing here on the chart. Go down here like the 1 hour, right? So the 1 hour had some happened to my RSI here. I do. There it is. Okay. All right, so the 1 hour had some bullish divergence. We'll just even say the 4 hour did. All right, there it is. Pretty bullish divergence. I mean, he didn't close the candle down here, but otherwise. All right, so we'll call this bullish divergence. All right, so how do you trade it? Exactly how you would trade that trend line. So now we're adding. All right, now we see the divergence. How would you trade it? Here's your stop loss. Initially, you take the long here. You take your stop loss here. Right? You take the long here. Again, we talked about this yesterday as well. You should go watch my stream from yesterday. I talked about when we'll take a long. Break out of this trend line. We'll back test it. Literally, this is the big breakout of a trend line. Here's your trend line. Break out. Always come back down usually and pop, or you just go out and just pop like that. But if you're going to be like looking at kind of a bearish situation, as you can see, we're kind of coming down on this 1 hour higher volatility. Definitely not good. I should close it long. But yeah, that's how this would be your stop right here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, if you're not moving your stop into profit. And being there, right? Being present, fam, I think is very important. People need to understand, like, me being here and being able to control this trade is very important. If not, otherwise you put your stop up and you call it a day, right? All right, hold on a second. We're gonna put on some music. We're gonna do a little quick break. It's getting absorbed on the 5 minute right now. I don't know what that means. See, right now you got bearish divergence. You can see, here's a perfect example of bearish divergence. Right? Price going up. Right? RSI is sideways. Just looks like shit, dude. All right, taking a little break. Do you teach taking profits? Yeah, we do teach taking profits. I agree, Red Knight. Yeah. Hard ACR, obviously experience and knowledge, but yeah, we'll talk about. To be honest, my TP changes with the environment. I've been TPing much sooner than previously. I'm not gonna close my long yet, but lately in the last like month or two, I've been trying to TP much sooner. A lot of people have been trying to make fun of like a 1 or 2% move, but that's the only thing the market's been giving. If the market's only giving you 1 to 2% moves, that's what you have to take. You have to adapt to the environment. That's one of the toughest things to do. You know, you can't sit on your hands forever unless if you're a big swing trader, big swing trader with big size. Sure, you can wait months before taking a big swing trade. Perfect setup. Take a big swing trade. Get out your big swing trade maybe 60% at what the initial move was. You're good for another 6 months to the next big move. We retrace quickly, as well as I've just been scalping because those have been the most profitable trades. Scalping, you know, you tend to TP sooner. I think people underestimate taking profit quickly. Yo, no attention span. Thank you for that follow. Ajar, yo, thank you for that follow. I'm sorry I missed you there a little bit ago. All right, we're good on YouTube chat. No one's chatting in YouTube. No worries, no worries. All right, let's go back to the course. Turn down the music a little bit. Actually, we probably should pause. Pause the music. I have paused the music. Please put me unmuted on the VOD, so we can go back to the course. So bearish divergence, we just talked about that. Kind of creating some bearish divergence right now. The hourly. Yeah, but Red Knight, the thing about it is what I like to do, Red Knight, is I like to take 60% of my profit at the first TP, and then I'll end up riding a lot. I like to ride a lot. Are we dumping right now? Is that what you want? Oh, we ain't gonna dump yet. You know what I'm saying though? That's what you gotta do, Red. You gotta take 60%, and then you gotta end up letting some ride. But I haven't been letting a lot ride. I'll end up just TPing a lot, and then moving my stop loss up. I TP a lot. I TP quickly lately. It's just it hasn't been normal. We're gonna be chop city for the next probably year. Okay, stop and reverses. Stop and reverse is a very popular concept for mechanical and algo trading. All right, so we all know Trendmaster. You guys don't know Trendmaster? The trend. If I have, do have it. Super trend. That's what I meant. Super trend. Super trend. Super trend. Let's talk about this, okay? Super trend, you can literally, with like some things like super trend, you can literally set up super trend to do all the trading for you. That's what the stop and reverse is. All right, we're not going to go over it too much because I don't use it. But various technical indicators, parabolic, super trend, moving averages are used in mechanical trading. Oh, there it is, super trend. Parabolic SAR, super trend, and moving averages. Like I said, you can set up your trading view. You can set up your account to be tied to trading view to take your trades for you. That's the whole nother world we're not going to go over today, but it's pretty dope. Price action analysis gives more accurate opportunity of stop and reverse trading. All right, so some example of stop and reverse trading. Here it is. You know, you sell, stop loss moves up with you. You buy, stop loss moves up with you. You sell, and this is just an example, right? Swing high, swing low. This is just using higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows. This is just using trend alone. So stop and reverse trading. Again, we're not going to go over this too much. All right, trading patterns. Trading patterns. I think we're probably going to stop right here for today because there's a shitload of trading patterns. All right. And we'll continue this part of the course tomorrow. Trading patterns is just part of the price action. Again, if you're not sure how the course works, all these VODs are going to be on YouTube. all these VODs are gonna be my Twitch profile, and I'm not leaving yet. We're gonna go over daily update shit right now. All right, we're gonna go back to the live shit. The course is ending here. We're gonna go over trading patterns tomorrow. Again, a lot of information today. All the VODs will be in the YouTube profile, in my Twitch profile. So make sure you go and check it out there. If you missed anything today, there's a lot of information today. I gave a lot of information today. To be honest, we're not going to be able to get through a lot every day. That's why I've done it like again for a 1 week. Price action, ignore the dates right now. The dates are off by 2 weeks right now. But basic price action, that's what we're going through this week. Next week, we're going to go through time frames. That's it. Identifying trends after that. Fibs, candle shape pattern, volatility indicator, options, advanced trading, advanced. And then at some point, we're going to do risk management in there. Super important. Now, let's get to the live shit. What's up, people? I can put the music back on. How we all doing? Happy Tuesday. I'm glad to be back, fam. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm glad to be back. Like I had some life shit. Fucking sucked, man. Life sucks sometimes. Unfair. Life is unfair, to say the least. But had some shitty shit happen. My family lost a loved one. It was tough, and it's still tough. But I feel much better now, and I feel like the market's moved too. And I also felt the need to definitely come back strong after what happened last week. I'm still in shock as much as you. I did not have an FTX account, fam. But I'm still in as much shock as anybody else, that whether you had an account or not, whether you lost money or not from them, whether you're in a venture that lost money from them. There's lots of third parties that are coming out now saying they lost money in FTX. And that's scary. So we got some scary times right now. I do think they're going to try to move it up right now, but we will see. We had the 3-day close yesterday, fam. 3 days showing a little life. All right. So first off, we're holding the weekly level. We got a little life on the volatility indicator. We have bullish divergence. We just went over that in class today, Sav. That's right, we did. We got bullish divergence on the 3-day. All right, price closing down. RSI moving up. All right. I don't care. All right, it's still relatively bearish. But I am looking, now that we've had this successful little price action look, all right, that's what I'll call it, a price action look. Where we had this breakout, a retest, and they're holding the line. All right, again, if I played this properly, I wouldn't have my stop in profit right now. I'd have my stop a little bit. This 16,636, I'd lose a little bit of money there if I got stopped out there. My stop is actually at entry, which is around 16.7. I gave the signal in the Discord last night before we went over this trend line, but I expected us, because we're walking it sideways, holding this important weekly level. Yes, a little bit of a double bottom. That's important to understand. Do have a little bit of double bottom. And this is how you would play that double bottom. Here's your stop, double bottom. Again, if it breaks back down and we get this sideways action here and we don't go really anywhere and we break back down, great opportunity for a short. We'll take our stop up there, take our short, and we'll head back down to the important 15.7, even maybe lower. Okay, so we have a lot of options to play with here. Bam, failed breakout or not, I'm not too worried about it. That's Bitcoin. Let's look at Ether. Ethereum looked extremely bearish from a weekly perspective. Why did it look bearish? Well, I didn't go over this today too much. All right, and we haven't even got to the price action of swing failure patterns. That will probably be later in the week. But here's basic price action again, and we'll look at this swing failure pattern over the weekly level for Ethereum. All right, a lot of alts have this. We have BNB has this, Matic has this, and Ethereum has this. Merge 2.0. It actually made its SFP early. Matic just made its, and BNB just made its recently, but Ethereum obviously going to Merge 2.0 did make that swing failure pattern earlier, and it's got a bearish structure. We're making lower lows. Hold on, Sophie. Oh, it's a good one. And we got a bearish structure, right? Lower highs, lows. We go down. Now listen, I'm sure there's some bullish divergence on this. Okay. Do we care? Oh, there really isn't. Wow, that's interesting. Ethereum doesn't have nearly as much strength on the RSI as Bitcoin. It's relatively flat in this time, and Bitcoin's kind of been slowly driving up. We have a huge sell signal here on the volatility. We're going to go over this in a few weeks. Volatility, low on an up print. That means nobody's showing up right now. This is going to be a fall down pattern. I'm telling you, this is going to be a fall down. This is not good. We need somebody to show up this week for the alts, for Ethereum, or they are going to be headed down much lower by the end of the month. I expect Ethereum might be below $1,000 by the end of the month. Mark my words. By December, we're probably going to be below $1,000 Ethereum.
Every time I look into your eyes, I see the future.
Triple bottom incoming, yeah, right. We're just gonna grind that 16.2 down. That's all that's gonna happen. Ethereum looks more bearish. On the weekly, I would just looks much more bearish than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has at least a little bit of volatility here. Still weak. Oh yeah, Stellar. I like Stellar. I think Stellar's got a nice long. We had the 3-day close yesterday too. Stellar's gonna move. Wow. This could be a big one, dude. Stellar could be a big play right now, fam. It just has different CA than a lot of other alts. Strong volatility in this 3-day print, which just started last night. Strong volatility on this 3-day print. The ADX right here, money's ready to go. Money's ready to go. Look at this. Money's ready to go. We're gonna have a big move here, and with this blue cross red, I mean, it may take some time, but these prices, 9 cents. I don't know. We're gonna have to do some research, fam, at what kind of exposure Stellar had to FTX. Was there any exposure? We need to figure it out. Gonna do my research a little bit on it today on that. I think Stellar's gonna be a big play. Big play. Looks a lot like Solana on the volatility sense. Wow, 3-day volatility. Yeah. Solana's going to do a Chad candle. I guess Bitcoin's going to have to pump if all these are going to pump too, right? If some of these alts are going to pump, I guess Bitcoin's going to have to pump. But I don't think it's going to be Ethereum too much. Ethereum's going to drag. Ethereum just doesn't have it. I don't see it here. This is really bearish for Ethereum. Extremely bearish. There's some alts that look great. BNB, bearish. What's this trend line about, though? Why did I put that there? Example.
Every time I look into your eyes,
Wow. Are we kidding me right now? Fucking stocks are just juicing, dude. Bitcoin's not doing shit. What the fuck, man? Oh, weekly S&P is running out of gas. This is good. This is good. This is good. I can see it on the volatility, baby. This is going to be this is going to be the plan, fam. We're going to have a short opportunity. I don't think it's going to come yet. Short opportunity is going to be right here. You're going to be able, you can short these. You got to realize you get perpetual swaps on Bing, fam. Right there, exclamation Bing. In chat, get $100 for just signing up. Get $50 for your first $1,000 in trading volume, and $4,000 deposit bonus. But on Bing, you can trade the S&P. S&P is gonna 4,100 would be a great short opportunity. The S&P. Look at this. Look at this weekly. Oh, look at this. Awooks, you still here? Look, Awooks, look at this sell signal. Something's gonna happen to S&P, dude. S&P is about to come down hard. Every single time, dude. I'll tell you what. Every single time. You guys want to see when we print these, what it looks like? Here's the last print one right here. Bunch of volatility, and then you print one. Uh-oh. Boom, crash, and then you get one. Print one of these. Get one. Maybe we'll get a wick up here. Might be done, dude. Get some rejection? I don't know. You shall see. They're going to do a retest, fam. Fam, it's been an hour. Long time for me. We're going to call it. I got to teach tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow, we're going to continue on price action. We're going to go through patterns. If you know about patterns, great. If you don't know about patterns, maybe you can learn something. Maybe I can teach you something. We're going to go over all the patterns, how to trade them. Got my course. We'll go over TA analysis for the day. You know, be safe. Be safe out there. Safe trading. I would say right now, generally looks to be 17,220. Kind of our main resistance. We're consolidating below. Just be careful. You know, we got a range here. We range low, range high. Break above 17,220. Definitely have a go at 18K. I love, fam. I appreciate all you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, everybody, for your support. New subs, new follows. Yeah, well, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Again, before